Have you ever felt like you're just going through the motions, stuck in a cycle of work, eat, sleep, repeat? Like there's something more out there for you, but you just can't quite figure out what it is? You're not alone. Millions of people feel this way at some point in their lives. In fact, many people go through life without ever uncovering their true purpose. But what if I told you that discovering your purpose isn't as mysterious as it seems? What if there was a clear, actionable path to finding what truly fulfills you? In this video, we'll break down the exact steps you need to take to uncover your true purpose and start living a life of meaning and fulfillment. Let's dive in. Chapter 1: Why Purpose Matters. Before we jump into the how, let's talk about the why. Why does finding your purpose even matter? Why should you care? Well, studies show that people who have a clear sense of purpose live longer, healthier, and happier lives. In fact, people who live with purpose are less likely to suffer from chronic illnesses, anxiety, and depression. Purpose gives direction. It turns mundane actions into something meaningful. Think of it this way. If you're driving without a destination, you might end up anywhere or nowhere. You could be driving in circles, wasting gas, and never really getting anywhere. But when you have a clear purpose, it's like you're driving with a roadmap, heading toward a destination you care about. Your life becomes an intentional journey rather than a random series of events. In fact, a study conducted by the National Institutes of Health found that individuals with a strong sense of purpose have lower stress levels, better heart health, and even a reduced risk of neurodegenerative diseases like Alzheimer's. This means that having a sense of purpose doesn't just make you feel emotionally fulfilled, it also has tangible benefits for your physical well-being. Now, let's think about the impact of living with or without purpose on your daily life. Imagine two people. One wakes up every morning excited about the work they do, feeling like they are contributing something valuable to the world. The other dreads Mondays, feeling stuck in a job that drains their energy. Over time, the difference between these two individuals becomes stark. One thrives while the other merely survives. Which one would you rather be? Beyond the individual benefits, purpose also has a ripple effect on society. People who are fulfilled and driven are more likely to inspire and uplift others. Think of the great leaders, artists, and changemakers who shaped our world. People like Steve Jobs, Marie Curie, and Martin Luther King Jr. These individuals weren't just living for themselves. Their sense of purpose didn't just benefit them, it shaped the world around them. Imagine if Martin Luther King Jr. had ignored his calling. Imagine if Marie Curie had abandoned her research for fear of failure. The world would be a very different place. So, if you're wondering whether it's worth the effort to uncover your purpose, the answer is a resounding yes. A clear sense of purpose can transform your life in ways you can't even imagine. Chapter 2: The Biggest Myths About Purpose. Now, one of the biggest obstacles people face when trying to find their purpose is believing in certain myths. These myths can cloud our judgment and make the journey toward purpose seem much harder than it really is. Let's debunk a few of the most common myths about purpose. Myth number 1: purpose is something you find overnight. Many people believe that one day they'll just wake up and suddenly know what their purpose is. They think they'll experience a light bulb moment when everything becomes crystal clear. But here's the truth. Purpose is something you build over time, through experiences, challenges, and self-reflection. Think of purpose as a puzzle. You don't get all the pieces at once, but with each experience, each step you take, you gather more pieces until the picture becomes clearer. Myth number 2: purpose has to be grand or world-changing. This is a big one. Many people think that their purpose must be something massive, something that changes the world on a global scale. The truth is, you don't have to cure diseases or become famous to have a meaningful purpose. Sometimes purpose is found in small, everyday actions. It can be found in things like being a great parent, helping others, or simply creating something meaningful in your community. Oprah Winfrey once said, "Your legacy is every life you touch." That means even the small things you do, like encouraging a friend or volunteering, can be deeply meaningful. Myth number 3. There's only one right purpose for you. Many people feel like there's just one thing they're meant to do. But the reality is that your purpose can evolve over time. You can have multiple passions and purposes throughout different stages of your life. Think about someone like Elon Musk. He started with software, then moved into electric vehicles, and now he's exploring space travel. The key takeaway here is that purpose doesn't have to be a one-time discovery. It can grow and change as you grow and change. Chapter 3. The 3 key questions to discover your purpose. So now that we've cleared up some of the myths, let's dive into the real work. Here are 3 powerful questions that will help you uncover your purpose. Question number 1. What do you love to do? Think about the activities that make you lose track of time. What excites you? What do you naturally gravitate towards? Your purpose often lies in what brings you joy. Experiment and explore. Don't wait for clarity to strike before you take action. Start experimenting. Try different things. Volunteer. Take a course. Start a side project. The more you experience, the clearer your purpose will become. Follow your curiosity. If something intrigues you, don't ignore it. Your curiosity is often a sign of something meaningful. Dive deeper into areas that capture your attention. Surround yourself with purpose-driven people. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If you want to discover and live your purpose, surround yourself with people who inspire you and share your values. Accept that it's okay to pivot. Your purpose today might not be the same in 10 years, and that's okay. It's not about getting it right the first time. It's about being open to growth and evolution. Take small, consistent actions. Don't feel like you need to make a massive life change overnight. Start small. Take consistent steps toward your purpose. Progress, not perfection, is the key to creating a meaningful life. Conclusion: your purpose starts now. So remember, your purpose isn't something you find, it's something you create. And it starts right now. The path to living a life of meaning and fulfillment is right in front of you, just waiting for you to take the first step. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. Together, let's create lives filled with purpose, passion, and impact.